is Laura, and for those of y'all who are new to my channel, I'm a registered dietitian and I'm all about plant-based nutrition. So I recently got a request to do a what's in my fridge / freezer tour. So if you're interested, then keep watching. So kind of to preface, I live with my boyfriend and I don't consume that many animal products, however he does. And so the items that aren't mine, we just will graze over them. So yeah, let's get started. So I just had kind of a slight panic moment that my fridge really doesn't have that much in it. But honestly, this is the real life of me, so I figured I'd go ahead and film this video anyways. So I am in love with almond milk in large part. So I did a bone density test about, I guess it was like 7 years ago now, and I came up as osteopenic. I know part of that had to do with my health at the time of I was newly recovered from my eating disorder. But as a result, it's made me very intentional about getting my calcium and vitamin D because I have so many risk factors for developing osteopenia. So I go through almond milk like it's going out of style. It's always, literally always the base for my smoothies. I also like, there's a flaxseed milk by Good Karma, and I really like that one because they add protein to it. However, Walmart doesn't carry it, and I shop at the neighborhood Walmart a lot of times. Sometimes I do go to Whole Foods, and that's where I get that. But oftentimes the neighborhood Walmart's just on the street, so that's where I go. So I have 4 cartons of almond milk. We probably go through 1 carton every 2 days. Yeah, that's a lot of almond milk. Both of us also really like this chocolate almond milk as well. It's very delicious. My new thing is I put this in my coffee in the mornings, and sometimes when I drink it, I'll do half of the regular and then half of this because they do put added sugar in it, but it is so good. It's so delicious. It's so good to have as like a treat after dinner. It's a nice little sweet, yummy, delicious beverage. I keep salsa around a lot, in part because this is what I'll use to season my Mexican food. So I'll do some type of beans or lentils or something, and then some type of grain, whether it's couscous, quinoa, and then this is how I'll season it. I used to use the taco season packets, but those are full of MSG. So I use salsa, I mix it in, and then I also will add cumin and a little bit of cayenne pepper. So I always have salsa on hand. Next is maple syrup. This is how I like to sweeten things. Anything from my coffee, I may put a little bit in my smoothies, but I'm a huge fan of maple syrup. And this is a prime example of where being plant-based isn't as difficult as you think. The majority of the time, maple syrup is a delicious substitution for honey. Next is I just have like a leftover onion, half an onion. This is real life, folks. Oh, I don't use plastic bags. Everything's in glass. Also, real life, leftover beans. So this is an example of, in here is just black beans, cumin, and cayenne pepper. So I eat beans all the time, every day. Next, let's go over here. So Jeremy bought these a while back. Totally honest, they're not that great. I wouldn't have bought them just because they're both alpha-linolenic acid. And the conversion of alpha-linolenic acid to DHA and EPA is rather small. And so it's better to do algae oil because that has the EPA and DHA already in it. But we do have these, and I've been meaning to use them up, but I would not recommend buying them. Next are just, so whenever I do Thai, I just take peanut butter and I mix it with water and a little bit of soy sauce, and I just mix it up. And this was just some leftover sauce that I have. That is such a cheap and easy way to make your own like Thai sauce, especially if you like peanuts. So just a side note. Balsamic vinegar, I do it on salads. There's this like mango quinoa salad that I've been making a lot lately. So I put that on it as well as salad. Salad dressing, just balsamic, lemon juice, and maple syrup. That's all you need. So side note, I've been using these as a child. My mom gives them to me when I feel like I have a sore inside my mouth. Then I take 2 of these multiple times a day and it goes away. I don't know, she gets them They're kind of expensive, but they work. So if you're someone who you get like sores in your mouth a lot, then these are a good option. I don't get them as much as I used to as a kid, but as a kid I used to always get them. Pickles. So I love pickles. Any type of pickles. I'll put them on my veggie burgers. So good. Next are ground flaxseed. I stole this from my parents' house. Thanks, Mom. But the reason I do this is for the omega-3s. Put it in my smoothies. Very delicious. It's also actually good as a bulking agent in soups. So instead of using flour, I use flaxseed and it helps bulk it up. So and then here I have all of my Mr. Spice sauces. All of his sauces are gluten-free, salt-free, and he sent me 8 of them. And so I've been using them up. They're all really good. Some of them I haven't broken into yet, but the ones I have are really good. They're dairy-free as well. Delicious. So next, this is our Blue Apron drawer. So one of my friends sent me one of those free boxes. I like it. It's cool. They do put quite a bit of animal products in their ingredients, but there are some really good dishes. Some of them are pretty easy to make vegan, but some of them aren't. Honestly, I didn't mean to get this box, but now that I have it, we're going to use it up. But those are just a lot of veggies and stuff from Blue Apron. And then in the very bottom, that's just cilantro and green onion. Hi, so on to my freezer. So primarily in my freezer, I just keep everything for my smoothies. So for those of y'all who aren't aware, I'm a smoothie addict. I literally make one probably 6 out of 7 days a week. Primarily for breakfast, but sometimes I make one for dinner as well. It depends on my mood. Or on the weekends, I may make one for lunch. Heck, after this video, I'm probably gonna make one, let's be honest. So again, guys, this is real life. This is what my freezer looks like all the time. So I freeze greens, so you can see I have 1, 2, 3 bags of greens in here, and I put them in my smoothies. Up top are frozen bananas, frozen pineapple, frozen strawberries, and then I also have frozen blueberries. And then Jeremy bought these, and I think they were going bad, so he put them in the freezer. I guess they're still good. I don't know. They've been in there for forever. And then last but not least are these little guys. So this is an example of these aren't vegan, they're just vegetarian, but they're my favorite. And what I'll do is I'll take, if I'm running late to work or didn't make lunches the night before, I'll just grab one of these, I'll grab a bun, I'll grab my pickles, I'll grab some barbecue sauce, and I'll just throw them in my lunchbox, and that's like the easiest lunch ever. And these are the buns that I take with me. They're just whole grain, Pepperidge Farm, pretty basic. So I hope this video helped y'all out. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. This is my life, this is my fridge. If y'all have any questions, any suggestions for future videos, please feel free to ask. Also, check me out on social media. I'll leave the link to my Facebook and my Instagram below, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.